Picture this, Earth's secret portals to alien worlds. They include glowing turquoise lakes that shimmer like magic, misty islands floating in the sky, and rainbow mountains that twist reality itself. These mind-blowing spots are real and hidden on our planet. Buckle up as we dive into nature's wildest, most surreal secrets. Number 14. Pamukkale, Turkey's terraced thermal wonder. Pamukkale, which means cotton castle in Turkish, is a stunning natural wonder in southwestern Turkey. This unreal landscape features mineral forests, frozen waterfalls, and terraced pools. It is famous for the white carbonate mineral deposited by thermal spring water. The site sits in a mild valley along the Menderes River and includes the ancient Greek city of Hierapolis. This city stands atop a massive travertine formation that stretches 2,700 meters long, 600 meters wide, and 160 meters high. You can spot it from hills 20 kilometers away in Denizli town. People have visited its warm springs since ancient times. The name comes from the shimmering, snow-white limestone shaped over thousands of years by mineral-rich water. This water drips down the mountainside, filling terraces and cascading into pools below. In 1988, Pamukkale and Hierapolis became a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Number 13. Lençóis Maranhenses, Brazil's lush desert, where the Little Prince might land. Imagine a desert so stunning that Antoine de Saint-Exupéry might have set his aviators meeting with the Little Prince right here. Welcome to Lençóis Maranhenses, Brazil's crown jewel in the northeast and maybe the whole country. This breathtaking white sand wonder spans nearly 155,000 hectares of ever-shifting dunes dotted with crystal-clear freshwater lagoons that sparkle for over half the year. It is a trekker's dream, a photographer's paradise, and an unforgettable adventure we cannot wait for you to experience. Nestled in Maranhão State, Lençóis National Park stretches a 25-kilometer-wide strip along 70 kilometers of the northeast coast. It sits west of the charming fishing village of Atkins in the Americas Delta, and about 100 kilometers east of São Luís. With year-round averages near 30 degrees Celsius, 86 degrees Fahrenheit, this dune sea gives off arid desert vibes. It stays hot all day, every day, with temperature swings rarely topping 10 degrees Celsius. But do not worry. Constant ocean breezes keep it comfortable as you explore these surreal landscapes. Can you really call it a desert when it is this lush? The Rio Negro River carves through the park like a wadi, and nomadic lagoons pop up yearly with the rains. Precipitation rivals the Amazon at 1,400 to 1,700 millimeters annually, mostly from December to April. That is when rainwater pools in the dunes, birthing those magical, mirror-like lagoons. Sparse vegetation clings to two oases, where local families thrive on fishing, livestock, and welcoming tourists like you. Number 12. Debunking a space myth, China's jaw-dropping Hani rice terraces. You've probably heard the myth that the Great Wall of China is the only human-made structure visible from space. Not true. That crumbling, overgrown wall is barely wider than a country road. But from low Earth orbit, astronauts would spot something truly epic in China's Yunnan province, the Honghe Hani rice terraces. Carved into steep mountains by hand, these hundreds of thousands of terraces stretch across 160 square kilometers, forming one of Earth's most stunning landscapes. They resemble a giant green staircase climbing the hills. The Hani people, one of China's 55 official ethnic minorities, built this over generations. They diverted mountain springs through massive ditches and canals to irrigate the fields. As Yunnan guide a Xiaoying from China highlights explains, since ancient times, Hani people have built ditches and canals to divert spring water from mountains and forests to irrigate terraced fields. The amount of ditches required has been huge, needing a great deal of manpower and material resources, which individuals or villages could not afford independently. Perfected over 1,000 years of trial and error, this system works in perfect sync with nature. Forests at the top catch rain and fog to recharge groundwater. Springs feed the terraces below. Water pools evaporates into clouds and rains back down, creating an endless cycle. A Xiaoying adds, the Hani people have always lived in harmony with nature, forming a living environment with forests on the top, villages in the middle, terraces lower down, and water systems like rivers running through. Thus, they create a unique ecosystem of four elements: forests, villages, terraces, and water systems. The perks go way beyond rice. These terraces support timber, vegetables, fruits, ducks, fish, frogs, snails, and even herbs for traditional medicine. They serve as the Hani's all-year food source. American ethnographer Jim Goodman, author of Yunnan, China South of the Clouds, and a longtime observer of local tribes, puts it best. There is water flowing through the engineered landscape all the time. Most other terrace systems elsewhere in the world do not have that. So, in the winter months, outside of the rice growing season, the Hani terraces are still useful as a place for fish and frogs, for snails, for good things that the Hani can eat. This is human ingenuity meeting nature's genius, a timeless lesson in sustainable living. Number 11. Huanglong Valley, China's Yellow Dragon Fairyland. Nestled in the Minshan Mountains of Sichuan Province in China, Huanglong Valley is a UNESCO World Heritage Site that looks like a surreal painting come to life. People call it the Yellow Dragon because its winding golden calcium deposits snake through snow-capped canyons like a massive dragon coiled in the peaks. At over 3,000 meters high, this 1,400 square kilometer paradise boasts China's most pristine plateau wetland, right here in Sichuan, not Tibet. It is famous for its four wonders: vibrant colored pools, towering snow mountains, deep canyons, and lush forests. Add sparkling streams, ancient temples, and rich folklore, and you get the Seven Wonders. Picture this: over 3,000 multicolored pools scattered like jewels across the valley, earning it the poetic nickname Fairyland on Earth. Snowmelt from the 5,500-meter peaks cascades down stalactite slopes, forming dammed lakes in every size and shape. Under shifting sunlight, they shimmer in pale blue, milky white, seafoam green, and emerald. Pure magic that leaves visitors speechless. But here is the twist. The water itself is crystal clear, just like any stream. The vibrant colors come from mineral-rich sediments at the bottom, built up over thousands of years from calcium carbonate deposits. It is nature's illusion, turning ordinary pools into a living color palette. Beyond the scenery, Huanglong teems with rare wildlife, including giant pandas, golden snub-nosed monkeys, clouded leopards, and more. It is a snowy mountain paradise, worlds away from the chaos below. Number 10. The secret swirl of the desert, the Wave, Arizona. Imagine scrolling through your desktop wallpapers, mesmerized by those fiery red and orange swirls that look like lava frozen mid-flow across a golden canvas. No, that is no artist's dream or digital trick. It is real. It is the Wave, a breathtaking sandstone masterpiece hidden in the wild heart of Arizona, USA. Picture this. You stand on the edge of raw wilderness near the Arizona-Utah border, in the Vermilion Cliffs of the Paria Canyon area. No roads carve the way, no signs point you forward. Just you, a backpack, and a grueling 6-mile round-trip hike through open desert, with twisting slot canyons, scrambling over rocks, and chasing faint trails under a relentless sun. As you crest the final ridge, it reveals itself, the Wave. Billions of years of wind, water, and time sculpted these undulating curves on the slopes of Coyote Buttes, part of the Colorado Plateau. Swirls of crimson, peach, and cream dance like nature's own abstract painting, drawing hikers and photographers from around the world. But here is the catch. This fragile wonder cannot handle the crowds. Only 16 lucky souls, or 4 groups, get the green light each day via a lottery 2 days out, applied for right there in the Kanab page geofence, or snag one of 48 spots online 4 months ahead. Win your permit, and you will get the map to unlock this secret. Ready to chase the swirl? Number 9. Discover the enchanted glow of Lake Melissani, Greece. Nestled on Greece's stunning island of Kefalonia, Lake Melissani, also called Melissani Cave, ranks among the world's most breathtaking lakes, hidden beneath a jaw-dropping cave that stretches 3.5 kilometers long, 40 meters wide, and 36 meters high. Its crystal-clear waters plunge up to 39 meters deep. Towering stalactites, aged 16,000 to 20,000 years, drip with ancient mystery. Just 2 kilometers from Sami Beach and 10 kilometers from Argostoli, this easy-to-reach gem is a must-visit on the Ionian island. Rediscovered in 1951, it blends fresh spring water from 20 meters underground with salty sea inflows, forming a true natural marvel. Hop aboard a small boat for an unforgettable ride. Start in the sunlit entrance, where rays pierce the cave and ignite the water in a neon turquoise glow. Time your visit between 11:30 a.m. and 1:30 p.m., for the peak magic, as sunlight floods through the exposed roof crater. Glide past dazzling underwater reflections and a tiny inner island, then enter the shadowy second chamber. Here, stalagmites, stalactites, and bizarre rock formations create an otherworldly scene. Legends say the lake honors nymph Melissani, who took her life when god Pan rejected her love. Excavations in 1951 and 1962 unearthed treasures from the 3rd and 4th centuries BC, ancient lamps, plates, and figurines of the nymphs and Pan used in post-classical rituals. Kefalonia, the Ionian's largest island, dazzles with biodiversity, from Pamukkale Peninsula's lush farmlands and vineyards to northern sheer cliffs and rugged shores. Its locals rank as the wittiest Greeks, quick with a joke, a smile, or a helping hand. Number 8. Geyser Lake, Russia's eternal blue wonder. Deep in Russia's Altai Republic sits a stunning blue lake that never freezes, thanks to its warm thermal springs. The lake stretches nearly 100 feet across, but remains only about 6 feet deep. People call it Geyser Lake, but that name is not quite right because the springs do not shoot water into the air like a real geyser. Under the water, however, the springs create cool patterns. They form gray rings of clay and silt, similar to geyser designs on land. Sunlight bends through the water and turns them bright blue. Around the edges, you will see fallen trees and moss in the shallow spots. No one knows exactly how or when these pools formed. One idea points to the Big Chuya earthquake in 2003. The lake stayed secret for years. Then, around 2010, someone shared its location online. Tourists rushed in, and now it is a hit with Russians. Smart business owners built a wooden walkway to reach it. Along the path, a fairy tale forest pops up with fun displays from Russian legends. Number 7. Jellyfish Lake, Peru. Swim with stingless jellyfish in a hidden paradise. Imagine snorkeling right in the heart of thousands of jellyfish without a single sting. Sounds impossible? Welcome to Jellyfish Lake on Huanglong Island, part of Palau's stunning rock islands in the Pacific Ocean. This landlocked saltwater lake connects to the sea only through tiny limestone cracks and hides a one-of-a-kind ecosystem. Golden jellyfish and moon jellyfish, 2 species found nowhere else on Earth, pulse through the water like living lava lamps. Their gentle glow mesmerizes snorkelers. Isolated for thousands of years without predators, these jellyfish evolved weak stingers that make them harmless. Scientists call them distinct species, forever changed by their secret world. Swim among pulsing clouds of them. No fear, just magic. Huanglong itself is a forested coral paradise, 6 kilometers long and 4.5 kilometers wide, dotted with 10 unique lakes. Jellyfish Lake is the star, a natural wonder that draws adventurers, filmmakers, and dreamers. It is not diving, it is drifting in a living dream. Number 6. Soak in Yellowstone's magical boiling river. The boiling river sits near Yellowstone National Park's north entrance. It is a famous spot where a hot spring pours into the cold Gardner River. This mix creates a perfect warm spot for bathing. Yellowstone is famous for its hot waters. Geysers, hot springs, steam vents, and bubbling mud pots amazed early explorers. These features helped make Yellowstone the world's first national park. The boiling river is one of the few places where you can soak in these natural hot waters. The park rests on a massive dormant volcano. A deep plume of magma powers its geothermal wonders. This draws 4 million visitors every year. That same magma heats a hot spring. The boiling water flows into the Gardner River, forming the Boiling River. It is a 6-foot-wide stream cascading over a rocky ledge. Visitors stack rocks to make pools where 140-degree water blends with the cold river for a steamy soak. Number 5. Richat Structure, the Eye of the Sahara. Imagine soaring high over the Sahara Desert. Suddenly, you spot something amazing, a giant eye staring right back at you. This is the Eye of the Sahara, also called the Richat Structure. It is so huge that you can only see it clearly from space. The whole thing stretches 40 kilometers across, with perfect rings like an onion sliced open. People once thought it was a meteor crash site. But no, it is an ancient volcanic dome that hardened, then slowly eroded over millions of years, peeling back those rocky layers. Satellites like Copernicus Sentinel-2 captured this stunning view on September 27, 2025. These satellites help us watch remote spots on Earth, track changes, and learn about hidden geological wonders. Number 4. The Rainbow Magic of Hormuz Island. Hormuz Island shines as one of Iran's most captivating spots in the Persian Gulf. Its dramatic geology, explosive colors, and undeniable spirit make it unforgettable. Long ignored by mass tourism, the island now draws adventurers who crave raw nature, deep culture, and spots that feel real, not staged. Dubbed the Rainbow Island, Hormuz bursts with mineral-rich landscapes that paint its hills, valleys, and shores in eye-popping hues. That iconic red soil, known locally as Geyser, defines everything. It shapes towering coastal cliffs, dusty trails, and even the bold flavors of island dishes. No other place in Iran matches this vivid signature. It's a stunning paradise with one-of-a-kind features that dazzle the world, especially its breathtaking ruby-red beach. Hormuz bursts with vibrant colors across its landscapes and surrounding waters. It went viral for the mysterious reddish tint of its sea, sparking wild rumors of an apocalypse. Throngs of people panicked, convinced the shore was drenched in blood, but that was pure imagination. The striking color comes from high concentrations of iron oxides in the dark sand, which turns the crashing waves a vivid reddish hue. Perfect for slow, soul-stirring adventures, Hormuz invites you to hike Rainbow Valley's ancient layered rock formations or stroll the serene silver beach. These spots offer prime opportunities for photos and peaceful reflection. Here, wild beauty blends seamlessly with everyday life. This pulls in travelers who seek genuine vibes, simplicity, and a true bond with the Gulf. Hormuz offers more than stunning views. It stands as a vibrant cultural crossroads, alive with traditions and warm welcomes. Dive into island life, savor traditional Hormuz cuisine, where every bite bursts with heritage flavors. Meander the twisting streets to uncover the storybook architecture of homes and landmarks. Each one whispers tales of the island's resilient people. Hormuz remains one of the Middle East's most captivating islands. Number 3. Mont Saint-Michel, France's tidal wonder. Imagine standing on the wild shores of Normandy, France, where the sea meets the sky in a hypnotic bay shared with Brittany. Far out on the horizon, a rocky island rises like a fairy tale castle, crowned by a gravity-defying abbey that seems to float above the waves. This is Mont Saint-Michel, one of Europe's most magical sites and a UNESCO World Heritage Gem, along with its stunning bay. Our tale begins in the early 8th century. Picture Bishop Aubert of Avranches, a man of faith tormented by visions. The mighty Archangel Michael appeared to him and demanded he build a church on that lonely tidal island, just offshore. Aubert hesitated until the Archangel pinched his skull so hard it left a permanent dent. Convinced, Aubert obeyed, and the first chapel sprang up on the rock. Word spread, and pilgrims poured in from across Europe, turning the island into a holy hotspot. By 966, Normandy's dukes and later French kings poured their riches into a grand Benedictine abbey. Monks built soaring towers and halls through the Middle Ages, including the Marvel, a dizzying wing that clings to the cliff like a miracle. The abbey became Europe's brainiest spot, drawing top scholars and artists who lit up manuscripts with gold and color. Even wars could not stop the crowds. English invaders lurked across the channel, so sturdy ramparts rose at the base to fend them off. Today, that steep village street bursts with cozy museums, tasty restaurants, hotels, and shops, all for us modern adventurers. At low tide, you can walk across the sands. At high tide, the sea swallows the path whole. Mont Saint-Michel is not just a place. It is a living legend that still whispers of angels, battles, and unbreakable faith. Number 2. The ghostly bell tower of Lake Resia. A lone bell tower pierces the misty heart of a silent lake. No village clings to its shores. No bells echo through the air. Only water, fog, and faded memories endure. This is Lake Resia, in South Tyrol, northern Italy. It is an artificial giant that holds 120 million cubic meters of water. The lake is the largest in the province and sits above 3,300 feet in the Alps. Straddling borders near Austria and Switzerland, it is fed and drained by the Adige River. But its serene beauty hides a drowned past. In 1950, engineers merged 3 small lakes into one for a hydroelectric dam. The medieval village of Ground vanished beneath the waves, homes submerged, families scattered. All that survives is the 14th century church tower, a solitary sentinel rising from the depths. In winter, the lake freezes solid. Visitors trek across the ice to touch its base. Legends whisper of misty nights when the long-removed bell tolls faintly from below. Today, Lake Resia lures travelers not for its crystal waters, but for the ghosts beneath. Every ripple carries echoes of the lost. Every stone murmurs of a world submerged, but never silenced. Number 1. The Sunken Paradise, Lake Vouliagmeni. Nestled south of Vouliagmeni in Athens, Greece, Lake Vouliagmeni, which means sunken lake in Greek, shimmers like a hidden turquoise gem. This small brackish water lagoon receives warm underground currents from Mount Hymettus. It formed around 2,000 years ago when a massive cavern collapsed in an earthquake. From afar, you can still trace the dramatic outline of its sunken roof, like nature's own sculpted frame. What makes this spot truly enchanting? Crystal clear waters stay perpetually warm at 70 to 75 degrees Fahrenheit and never dip below 64 degrees, thanks to a secret channel of 82 to 95 degrees seawater flowing through flooded caves. A freshwater spring tempers the salinity to a gentle brackish level, creating a serene, spa-like haven rich in healing hydrogen sulfide. Dive deeper, and an uncharted underwater cave plunges into the mountain's heart. This cave remains elusive even to sonar and has claimed daring explorers over the years. Since the late 19th century, this eternal warm water oasis has drawn visitors for its therapeutic embrace, blending ancient mystery with timeless beauty.